rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
What a drums there.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up like a 4th and 1, we sneaky.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throw left side, complete to Bird. Room here to run. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Touchdown Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 30 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone.
Hey, check back, six.
Mariota will look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run right on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Mariota on 1st down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Mariota again. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now Burrow on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Right back to Dobbins on first. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 4th down. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. being chased out left. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This goes out wide for Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll begin by running the option. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They go play action with Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Let's get set. 180. 180. Move. 11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 2.
Mixon with a 1st down carry, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Dobbins again on second down. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's got room past the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option to about the 35, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll buy some time right. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
11 Thomas. 12.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that in.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 88 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Rolling to his right. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles, and the Bengals grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 31 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Gun. Cut. 180. 180.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Burrow now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, and he's brought down. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he is going to lose yardage here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they have the football and will take over at the 20.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a Tempur-Pedic to bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi. Talking all Aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The drive will start with an option going left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he's got some space here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Play action. Now Purdy sliding out of the pocket. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals,
go.
not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Taken down at the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Jennings, a receiver in motion right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the gut, McCaffrey. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Purdy off the play fake. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. And the Niners have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. A final shot before half for Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Told a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start the drive with Elliott. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go to Elliott again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They find some open, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go play action here. Purdy out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. On first down, Purdy. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Prescott now. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy to throw. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Purdy, big 4th down play. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Elliott. And he is met quick.
Yeah.